Dr. Han Park is the founding director for the Center of the Study of Global Issues. He's also Professor Emeritus of Public and International Affairs at the University of Georgia. That was a mouthful. And he joins us live now from Augusta, Georgia. Professor Park, thank you for joining us. Now, many had thought, okay, October 1st was going to be the deadline in terms of China's tolerance to this months-long protest that we've seen in Hong Kong. Now that the People's Republic of China is celebrating its 70th anniversary, do you see China's position changing, altering in what's going on in Hong Kong? Is this a tipping point?
Yeah, I would think so, because the 70th birthday is no ordinary kind of occasion. So they are celebrating between the military parade and Xi Jinping's announcement. We can detect 3 or 4 different policy objectives. So one of which is a Hong Kong related thing. I think China is prepared to be more lenient toward Hong Kong, almost semi-autonomous regional politics. In fact, in China, many minority ethnic groups, regions, and prefectures, they maintain autonomous cultural, social, educational activities outside the military. So Hong Kong will enjoy similar kind of autonomous status from Beijing, and Beijing will be willing to wait and see what happens. So I don't think there will be any heightened tension in the island of Hong Kong, but it will be the same thing, but the Beijing government will be more relaxed and let the Hong Kong people do what they like to do.
Okay, so
I don't think,
this is, you don't expect heightened tensions, but there's obviously a very clear clash of ideologies here. So what's the middle ground between the two sides?
Well, the ideological confrontations are not incompatible. Chinese ideology is not Marx-Leninist kind of communism, socialism, and American ideology is the same all the way. But Chinese ideology has shifted dramatically. That is socialism with Chinese characteristic, meaning that they have a large degree of Confucian cultural element within this socialist belief system. So they are not going to counter the Hong Kong in terms of ideological mutual incompatibility. So we will observe, but China will have different kind of cultural position coming from Beijing and combined with Confucianism, with communism, with Chinese characteristics.
Okay. Dr. Park, if you're a member of the Communist Party sitting in China and you're looking at the events that are going on in Hong Kong, the semi-autonomous region, what do you think? I mean, can the Chinese leadership look at itself and say, all right, we may have made some mistakes in the past 22 years, or is it basically, it's my way or the highway?
No, I don't think it's my way, highway situation, but the Beijing Chinese will think that the time is on our side. We can wait. We don't need Hong Kong economically, politically, or otherwise. Hong Kong has been a democratic capitalist system for many, many decades. So Hong Kong is not going to change, and China knows it. So it will wait, just like waiting on Taiwan. It's a little different situation, but the Chinese think Taiwan is a part of their country, and they're willing to wait until Taiwan feels change is necessary. So that's what their plan. But this military parade and the 70th anniversary has some economic, political, cultural consequences. Very briefly, economically, actually, they demonstrated the availability of their weapons, very attractive weapons, especially to Middle Eastern potential buyers. The low-level, low-altitude missile, fast missiles, very useful in that part of the world. And also many journalists were invited at the site of a parade to demonstrate the availability of their weapons. So weapons market is going to be much more lucrative for China. That's economic, politically, that Hong Kong thing, they will have a more lenient position. Culturally, Chinese characteristics, as I said, is a more Confucian origination. So that's something we need to look at, but we are not going to see direct ideological confrontation between China and the United States.
So Beijing flexing its muscles both militarily and politically. All right, Dr. Han Park, thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour. I do appreciate it.